I'm good. How are you?
Great.
What do you think? We got everybody here?
I would say so.
Perfect. How you doing? How was the travels?
Yourself?
Good.
Nice facility, huh?
It's a good place to work up here. That's why when we came up here before in Tennessee, good experience, excellent experience to come back. Plus, I like the cheese curds. You don't like them? I mean,
After practice?
and before practice, after practice, last night, there's not much I have to perform. After this, my performance will be pretty slow. Go ahead.
How would you assess how Steph Diggs has performed thus far in training camp? We didn't get to see him play in the game. You stated on the radio it was a coach's decision. Can you elaborate a little what went into that?
I think the same thing that goes into most every decision, that we just try to communicate with the staff and the personnel staff and training staff and see where we are with the player and how much work he's getting at practice. And I think that volume's good, and being able to come back and have a good day in the red zone. Just trying to track what this may look like in the season for veteran players that we have. I think good experience with, just in the end, trying to get each player exactly what they need to be ready for the season. And then also, once you get into the season, where things are at week to week.
Mike, how important of a day is today and this week and the opportunity that you have with all the reps you're going to get plus the preseason?
Well, every day is important in training camp, obviously. We can't waste any. This will be a great opportunity to go against a talented team, a well-coached team. We'll see how much they do defensively. They have a lot, and so it's always a great challenge there. This is another opportunity to kind of practice the way that we practice, but against a different team. So similar to Washington and how we functioned and operated there, we'll have an extra day, so it won't be some of the situations that we worked on in one day in Washington will be spread out till tomorrow. And again, I just want us to be able to practice and compete and stay up and take care of their team, take care of our team, but do it against a different group of guys.
What makes this defense such a unique challenge?
They do a lot. They communicate. They disguise very well. They'll show you something and then rotate to another coverage. There's ability to pressure players from all three levels, from the front, from the linebackers, and from the third level. So you'll get different personnel groupings that we'll have to be ready for. We'll get different movements and run pressures and coverages where the quarterback has to be aware, whether it's man or some kind of rolled trap coverage, that we have to be careful that where we're throwing the football.
Davis on and off the field over the course of the summer. How has he looked from your perspective, and do you anticipate him being good to go for week one?
Well, that's a ways away. I anticipate he'll be practicing today. That's what I try to focus on, is what we're going to do today and what the players are going to do today. So to speculate about where he's going to be week one, I'm not going to do that with anybody. I'm going to focus on today, and excited to see him get back out there and continue to work and build back towards that potential start of the season.
I anticipate not practicing this week.
Gonzo won't practice. Mapu won't practice. Ramondre won't practice. Tavai, Hunter Henry probably won't practice, but he won't practice today. We'll see where that is tomorrow. A couple guys. Bourne obviously won't practice. So.
Have you decided how you're going to use the starters in Saturday's preseason game yet?
No, I mean, similar to where we were with Chris, focus on today and then see how much work we get in and tomorrow, and then if I'm feel comfortable kind of figuring out where things go after that. So, no, I have not.
Did get picked up in the game, or is this?
That's probably something coming out of the game. I think some residual stuff from the game.
Jalen Hawkins has gotten some more run with the ones. What have you seen from him that has warranted that opportunity?
Well, I think he's done a nice job of coming in and communicating and playing pretty much all the different techniques that we've asked these guys to do on the back end. I think he's playing with some speed and plays with some physicality. You saw a couple passes out to the perimeter that he was on in tight coverage in the game, and but just really evaluated him. Excited to get him back from last year. He did a nice job and played all special teams, played a lot of defense when guys went down. So he's continuing to take advantage of his opportunities and then see where that goes.
Kyle Duggar on the first team recently. What does he have to do to get back into the mix?
Well, I think just making sure that he's where he needs to be and understanding that the coverage concepts and everything we do keep working and keep progressing. A lot of this is the guys that have earned a right to take a look with that first unit, and again, that there'll be different lineups and different things, and so we'll just focus on the reps that you get, and right now that his attitude's been great, and he's had a long recovery in the off season, so just he's been out there and he's continued to get better and work, and I think the more that he practices, the better he's going to feel, and the more that it's going to translate onto the football field.
Mike Vrabel on the radio the other day talked about Drake May and leadership. It seems like that's been a focus for you, just based on some of the mic'd up stuff we've heard from you and some of your public comments. Is that an area you feel like he's lacking in some way, or how much of your job is trying to draw that out of him?
Well, it's not that it's lacking. I always want more. I think I have to as a coach. I think that we always want to try to take a player and we want to meet them where they're at and then be able to improve on that. So there's no finished products no matter what. We always can continue to work on things, focus on our reaction, our response to things, and how as a quarterback or any player, you want it to be perfect, and it's never going to be perfect, and you can sit there and paralyze yourself sometimes by mistakes, and we need to focus on our responses to those mistakes that are so critical. There's so many snaps in the football game that it's just there's certain things that can go up and down, and performance is one of them, and our attitude and our effort is something that can't.
Like Garrett Bradbury and Josh McDaniels mentioned a little bit of game planning coming in for their defense. How much of it all did Garrett help, given his experience playing here in Minnesota? Yeah,
I think he's helped a little bit, and I think we just didn't want these guys to come in without any idea of what that would look like. There is a lot of front multiplicity. There's a lot of stuff that they do, and I think it's only fair to give the players some kind of idea of what may or hopefully see today, and if it's not, then we'll make some adjustments as we go on here through practice and then in tomorrow.
What about the Vikings offense? What's the challenge in defending Kevin O'Connell's scheme?
Well, there's an urgency to which they operate. They're good up front, excellent skilled players, and the ball comes out quick. They don't wait out things, and there's a good blend of what they're trying to do. They'll move the pocket. So again, it's a very good personnel group. See how they said it? Check me if I'm wrong. You guys back home should start saying that sometimes.
Last year playing Patriots was good. Can you tell us anything you might remember?
If that was 2008, then that was my last year. Is that his first year?
Yeah. Can you give us anything on Kevin O'Connell, the quarterback, that you remember?
Yeah, the same thing I said about Cliff Kingsbury. He wasn't as good as Tom Brady. I don't think so. No, I mean, hopefully we'll get him back here sooner rather than later. I don't think it's anything that's significant.
Mike, the focus is today's practice versus what's scheduled for tomorrow. What are the differences?
We'll be more in the red zone tomorrow. We'll be out on the field today. More full field stuff. Doing a thing here that Kevin likes to do, we'll play second and long, which for us would be a get back on track. We're trying to get back half the yardage to get in third manageable, and then play out whatever third down scenario comes of that. So I think that'll be a great opportunity for us. See if they blitz, if they play zone, and what we need to do in both sides of the ball to try to keep them in third and long. And then offensively, we got to try to get some yards back to help our third down offense. So that'll be something that probably will look a little different. Look 2nd and 10, and then it'll go to 3rd and 2, or it'll go to 3rd and 10. Guys good? Appreciate you.